Hello folks, we come to the part 9 video of the exercise 9.3, very crucial problems. Here we are going to check up for the geometric mean. Now geometric mean in the sense, suppose if you are given two numbers and they ask us to introduce numbers in between this, then there is a formula. You get, as we did in the arithmetic mean, we tried to find out D in the arithmetic mean and we constructed. So also here we will find out R, and with the help of that R we will be able to get the terms. Roughly to look at it, suppose say if you are introducing n terms between the terms A and B, then the R is B by A whole raised to 1 by n plus 1. This is a formula. With the help of this we will build up the R, and that will help us to get the series. Now here in the 26th problem, they give us the extreme values as 3 and 81, and they ask us to introduce two numbers in between these two, 3 and 81. So let's write here, A is 3, B is 81 and n is 2. Therefore R by formula is B by A whole raised to 1 by n plus 1, which means 81 by 3 whole raised to 1 by 2 plus 1, which is 3. So this is 27. So it is a third root of 27. But 27 is 3 cubed, 3 into 3 into 3. So if you could take it like this will come to 3 raised to 1, which is 3. So you get the R value. From the R value you can get what the progression is. So the required GP is first term we start with 3. Then our R is 3, so we multiply, that's what we do. 3 3s are 9. Then again 9 we multiply 3, so it becomes 27, and finally the last term is 81. So you have introduced those two terms in between the terms 3 and 81. That's about this. Very important and very good, and like it can come in anyhow. It can come as a 1 mark question, it can come as a 2 mark, it can be clubbed together and can be made a heavier problem and so on. Idea is good, and this is how you do it. The next problem is a higher level of that problem. They give us a term like this, and they say that this is a geometric mean between A and B. Now between two numbers, the geometric mean is given by its root. So geometric mean between A and B means its root AB. That we have to keep in mind. Same way the arithmetic mean was A plus B by 2. Same way the geometric mean will be root AB. So that we will see. They have given us, given that we have to find out the n, like what we did here. It's A raised to n, B raised to n. I wonder why I have not written. Yes, A raised to n plus B raised to n. Okay, given that A raised to n plus 1 plus B raised to n plus 1 by A raised to n plus B raised to n is the geometric mean, which is root AB. Now this root is a disturbing factor, so let's square both sides. So what will happen? A raised to n plus 1 plus B raised to n plus 1 whole squared. Here also A raised to n plus B raised to n whole squared, and here it is just AB. Now what will happen when we square this? This will become like, A squared plus B squared plus 2AB. By that idea, it is A raised to 2 times n plus 1, B raised to 2 times n plus 1 and 2AB. That means 2 into both the products. A raised to n plus 1, B raised to n plus 1. Same way here. A raised to 2 times n, B raised to 2 times n, 2A raised to n, B raised to n, and here just that AB. There is no other option rather than taking this on the other side. So it is maybe 2n plus 2 plus B raised to 2n plus 2, 2A raised to n plus 1, B raised to n plus 1, and multiplication. AB times A raised to 2n, B raised to 2n, 2A raised to n, B raised to n. Let's multiply and see what comes. Yeah, let's multiply. So it's A raised to 2n plus 1 into B, yeah, power, then A into B raised to 2n plus 1, then 2 times A raised to n plus 1 into B raised to n plus 1. Yes. Now having got this, we can have things coming on one side. Let them all come on one side. So you can have maybe like A raised to 2n plus 2 minus A raised to 2n plus 1 B. Then B raised to 2n plus 2 minus AB raised to 2n plus 1. These both are like terms. They can cut each other. From both sides, or you bring it here, then it will become minus, it will get cut. Equal to 0. So take common terms. you'll have a and you'll have a common. So this is like writing a raised to, it's a raised to 2n plus 1 into a actually. So you could have a raised to 2n plus 1 common, a minus b is left. Here also you could have b raised to 2n plus 1 common. Then you would have b minus a left. Or this would be like writing a raised to 2n plus 1 a minus b. You could take the minus out, so that will become a minus b. Right. Now amongst both these group, a minus b is common, and then a raised to 2n plus 1 minus b raised to 2n plus 1. Product, whenever it is 0, either one can be 0. So then in that case, either a minus b is 0 or a raised to 2n plus 1 minus b raised to 2n plus 1 is 0. In that case, if a minus b is 0, it will give a equal to b. Now this we cannot accept, because a and b, if they are equal, it is the geometric mean itself doesn't make much sense. So therefore we will not accept this, but we will take this. So here what happens, a raised to 2n plus 1 is b raised to 2n plus 1. It's a similar case that we had in the arithmetic mean problem also. We did one problem like this in arithmetic mean. There also we came across such a thing, and then we took it on the other side. Then we bring this here like a ratio. So what will happen, a raised to 2n plus 1 by b raised to 2n plus 1, because we brought it here, 1 is left. Or it's like writing a by b whole raised to 2n plus 1. Because it's a 1 here, I can always write it as ab raised to 0, no harm. Then the bases are same. When the bases are same, you can compare the exponents. So you have 2n plus 1 becoming 0, 2n becoming minus 1, and n becoming minus half. That is what they have asked us. What is n? And n is minus half in this case. That's what. That's our problem number 27. Quickly we move to problem number 28. And in the problem number 28, they are saying that the sum of two numbers is 6 times its geometric mean. And you have to find the, let the numbers be a and b, or x and y, whatever you wish. So let a comma b be the given numbers. Yeah, be the given numbers. Then from given, what is the given condition? It takes sum of two numbers is 6 times geometric mean is always root ab. That's what we learned some time back. Okay, very tricky. Doesn't come so easily. Very, very tricky. Our normal strategies, they don't work well here. So we use a slightly different strategy. And let's see how it is going to work. Writing 6 is like writing 3 into 2 root ab. Why? Because we have a purpose. We are taking this 2 root ab on this side. So when it comes here, it goes to the denominator. This as such, it's very, very difficult to get a and b. A plus b, it's knit and kept like that. So to get this a and b from here, it's not easy. We are using the property of ratio. There's a property of ratio which is called as componendo dividendo. We have seen it earlier, but once again I will just let you know what is this componendo dividendo property. It says that suppose if you have a ratio x by y equal to r by s, then by this componendo dividendo property you can add and you can add and you can subtract this numerator and denominator. So this is numerator by denominator, x plus y by x minus y, r plus s by r minus s. What we did is numerator plus denominator in the numerator, then numerator minus denominator in the denominator. But whatever we are doing to one side, we are doing it on the other side also. So as a result, the ratio is remaining same. But that operation helps you to probably get the a and b outside. Probably. That's why we would be trying this. So let's do that over here. Componendo dividendo. By componendo dividendo, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator, numerator, denominator is 1, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. At least this is easy, so let's do it and keep the remaining, we'll see it later, 2 or 2 by 1. I don't know, I feel like writing this as root a the whole squared plus root b the whole squared plus 2 root a into root b. I feel like writing this as root a the whole squared, root b the whole squared, minus 2 root a root b. Just check if I am wrong. I am not wrong, because this is raised to half and 2. They will cancel each other, you will get a. So mathematically it's correct, but it helps us to achieve one purpose. What is that purpose? This is like of the form a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, right? So this is as good as writing root a plus root b the whole squared. This is as good as writing root a minus root b the whole squared. Or in other words, if you can take square roots on both sides, then it will be root a plus root b by root a minus root b equal to root 2. Yeah, our idea is to get the a, so at least for that we have taken the square roots on both sides. Okay, now having got this, we will try once again componendo dividendo. Let's check by componendo dividendo. Let's see what happens. Numerator plus denominator, then numerator minus denominator. Please look at the change of sign. Numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. Now what will happen? Yeah, root b cancel, root a cancel. You are left with 2 root a by 2 root b and root 2 plus 1 by root 2 minus 1. 2 cancel. Our idea is to get a by b, ratio of the numbers, a by b. We have almost reached, it's just one step away from the result. So what we will do, we will square both sides. So when we square both sides, it will become a by b root 2 plus 1 by root 2 minus 1 the whole squared, or rather root 2 plus 1 squared by root 2 minus 1 square. Let's do it. Square of 2 plus square of 1 plus 2 root 2 into 1, then square. Okay, so root 2 squared we just learnt is 2. We saw it's 2, this is 1, this is 2 root 2. This is 2, this is 1, this is 2 root 2. So this is 3 plus 2 root 2, this is 3 minus 2 root 2. And that's what they've asked us, right? So we have shown that. Of course, this is in fraction form. Fraction is as good as ratio. So if you want, we can just, it's a matter of expression. A is to be equal to 3 plus 2 root 2 is to 3 minus 2 root 2. This is how we go about doing it. The new concept of componendo dividendo, important, very, very important tool, which we use at several places, and it comes handy at many places. So that's how we go about doing this problem. Thank you. With next problems in the next video. Thank you.